Hi, Donna here from Ready to Stamp. I don't know about you, but the last couple of times that we have done Christmas in July card, I have just really enjoyed it. I hope you have been too. So today we're going to do some cards, a card, excuse me, with some sparkle. So get your sparkle pen out and let's get started. Are you ready to stamp with me? We are going to make a card using this set called Winter Woods. Now I know it's in the wooden blocks, but we don't offer wooden anymore. But these are just what I had. I had them in this, but when you receive these, when you order yours, you will get it in the cling stamps, okay? So it'll just be, they will be like this kind of stamp instead of the wooden stamps. But since I had them, I'm just going to use them the way they are. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take the line of trees and I'm going to use Smoky Slate to stamp them, okay, to ink them up. And I'm going to make a row of them starting in the middle. Let me adjust this a little bit. I feel like I'm crooked. There we go. Is that better? I think so. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go to the top because I want room for my sentiment right in this area. Okay, so I'm going to stamp in the middle and then stamp off to the side a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to actually stamp on the side over here. You know what? I'm going to stamp again. Oh, I like that much better. So let's just do another row of trees. There, that looks much better. I really like that. What do you think? Do you think that looks good? Okay, now I'm going to close this up because I will get my elbow in it. Now I'm going to take the big pine tree. I'm going to ink it up. Wow, my garden green is quite juicy. Okay, now I'm going to put this towards the bottom over here. Okay, so we're going to kind of try and line this up towards the bottom because I want the whole tree to fit. I don't know about you, but if you've ever watched Don Ross, it kind of reminds me of one of his trees that he likes to create. I love watching Don Ross paint. Okay, now the Mary part of this, I'm going to cut out the center of my real red because when you cut out the center, that way you won't waste another whole sheet of paper and you can just stick it over top and nobody will even know it was there. And I don't think I cut this correctly. Let's try. You know, I'm going to have to cut this down. Let's see what I did wrong. It's not that it's wrong, it's fixable. So I want it to be 5 1/8. That's what I did. I just cut it at the regular size by 3 7/8. No, yep, we want to go at the top by 3 7/8. Okay. All right, so we got that all done. Got that done, fixed. Okay, so I cut this out with my die cut machine. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here so that I don't lose it. And that's out, and if you just flick that a little bit, the little red piece will come out. Now what I did with my card here is I took my Wink of Stella. Okay, real quick. This is a brand new one, so it hasn't been opened yet. Okay, and it has that black ring in there. All you're gonna do, open it, pop that ring out of there, throw it away so my grandson doesn't get to it. And then there's a little, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little black, I don't know, I call it pokey thing. And as you twist it, it's going to poke in there. So now we're going to shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. And we're going to give it a little squeeze. It says push on the side, so you're going to push there and hold it upside down. There we go. It's coming. Ah, got it a little much there. I don't want it to get on my card, so I'm just going to wipe it up a little. There we go. Okay, so now I can color on my word here. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good, don't you? Covered. Okay, I'm going to let that dry just for a second because that's all it takes. Now I'm going to add snow to the ground here. Actually, some of the Wink of Stella gives it the illusion of sparkly snow. Squeeze it a little bit more. Okay, now we'll just add, I'm going to put this on the table. I'm going to add just a little bit of this, just kind of scribbling over the tree, just to give it a little sparkle. And there it is. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so now let's put the card together. I'm going to take my glue real quick. Maybe I will. There we go. Just going to add some glue on the back. And I like to use the glue because then it will let me move it around a little bit. So with the red. Actually, I think this time I'm going to use green. Garden green. Now, if you are wanting dimensional information, not dimensional, but dimensions of card size and everything, if you want to know that, then head over to my blog. I will have it on there, that information on there for you. So I will have that information down there underneath in the details. So now I'm going to glue the Mary on. And I have glue all over, or not glue, but sparkles all over my fingers. So just call me Sparkles today. This glue is wonderful glue, so it will stick, so you don't need a ton of glue. Okay. so I'm going to fold up this card here. So on the inside, I'm going to add some pine cone, no, not pine cones, but pine fronds. Isn't that what those are called? So I'm going to stamp once, ink up, stamp again, and then I'm just going to keep stamping until the ink runs out without inking up. And then I'm going to do it again over here on this side. Stamp, ink, stamp, and then I'm going to add more until the ink runs out. Actually, I'm going to add one more because of that line there that I accidentally got on there. So we'll just add one more, and there it's gone. See? Now I'm going to have to do that over here because that'll bug me because it's not the same. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to add the saying here, and okay, now the reason that I do the inside before I put on the cover, because what happens if I did not like this, and it's a little crooked, but I'm okay with it. But if it's so crooked, then you can fold it back this way and put this over top, and it'll cover up the mistake and you can start over again. But I like how it turned out, so it's good. So I'm going to leave it like that. See, when you watch my videos, you get all these little tiny tricks and tips as you're watching, right? Okay, so we got to make sure it's going the correct direction. And then we're just going to stick it on here, adjust it so the frame is good and even all the way around. And there you go. Now what do you think? I have the Merry Christmas with the green and the Christmas with the red. They're cherry colored. No, real red. What do you think? Aren't they pretty? I really like them. I think it looks pretty. And if you don't like all the sparkles, you don't have to put it on the Merry. But I think adding sparkle to the ground kind of grounds the trees so that it looks like they're sitting in some snow. Okay? All right. I hope this helped you. Be sure to go over to the blog, my blog, so that you can get the all the information on how to cut the different cardstock, and be sure also to sign up for my newsletter so that you can get little tidbits of information for yourself. Thank you for stopping, and happy creating.